Welcome back to episode 25 of KreamGetsStuff. Today we are going to do the second half of the Nether overhaul. And you can see here I am digging out this area. This is for glass for the tunnel, which I have not yet completed, although I have been smelting glass this entire time. Here you see I have a lot. Now, I decided to dig this down and flatten it out because I feel we need a place to build and immerse ourselves in it. We need a place where it's just a clean slate to build some... I can't do this accent anymore. Hello, welcome to episode 25 of KreamGetsStuff. Yeah. I lost my train of thought completely. Welcome back. Here's the iron farm. It looks a bit more complete now because I made this entire area into a stone area. I didn't mean to land up that spawner, by the way. I just thought it was cool to mention. That was just completely on accident. I decided to flatten it out because it looks a lot cleaner than having the, spiked stone everywhere. And yeah, I think it just looks a lot better. I'm going to put glass over the water streams so that we can get in them. There's also acts as a slime farm because slime spawn up here due to it being a swampland. So, yeah, I'm getting a bit of slime from that. But the main reason I decided to dig this out was obviously I need glass for the Nether tunnel. And I also just need stone and stuff in general, so we have quite a lot. Yeah, I've gone through about 5 of these pickaxes now, which I know they're duped. Soon enough, we're not gonna have to use duped pickaxes anymore, so that's gonna be good. I'm actually out of sand though, so what I'm thinking of doing, I made a poll on my Discord probably a couple of days ago about dupers, like sand dupers, gravity block dupers in general, carpet dupers, TNT dupers, and yeah, everyone that voted, it was an overwhelming yes, I can. So I'm gonna build. First things first, I'm gonna build a sand duper. Just a little mini project. I found a design that's probably going to work, hopefully. We're in 12-49A today, by the way. Because this is where we set up the double blaze grinder. That's going to come later in the episode. Because I just got sick of the Nether. I've just been ranting a little bit, haven't I? I've done extensive research into the topic, and I know I can set one up easily. By that, I mean I've already built one that works, and it gives me more output than my current one. So we're gonna still use the Ethos Lab design from episode 6, which I'll once again link in the description. But I'm gonna modify it for maximum efficiency, hopefully anyway. So I'm also gonna hook them both up. And obviously I'm gonna have a kill chamber, all that. So yeah, no, let's go. Oh, also I'll put the time lapse in some point. Maybe the end of the episode or something of the sand. Just me digging out this place, because I do have a time lapse of this half. I didn't time lapse this half because it was just getting really tedious to record and have it saved, but I do have the time lapse of the first half, so I'll upload that as an unlisted video that I can link, or at the end of the video. It depends on the runtime. Well, it'll probably be an unlisted link in the description, so if you want to see that, you can. Anyway, yeah, no, let's get on with it. There we go. Before we start, I've also took the liberty of AFKing some more gold, and now I have enough to make, a stack of golden apples. Just so if I get into a pickle or anything like that, I can just kind of, have a better chance of survival. I'm not going to carry around a stack of them, obviously, but I'm going to carry around maybe I don't know, 5 or 8 or... Yeah, probably 5. So I'm going to leave the rest in here for now. And that should be good. So I'm gonna gather the resources while I'm here for the farm, and then when that's done, I can get right into just, working, I suppose. I think I'll probably do the blaze farms themselves, and then I'll obviously, walk you through what I'm doing in a couple of clips, and then I can, time-lapse the decoration and stuff like that. So, yeah, let's go. Let's do that. So, above me you might hear a lot of blazes, and that's because I'm building the farm. I tried to spawn-proof it, but I don't think the method that's in the Etho video works anymore, and that's the only way I know how to. So, it doesn't matter, because here we have the start of the system. Now, I did drop it down by 4 blocks. If you didn't know, spawners have a specific range of blocks where, where they'll check for mob spawns. So, obviously, everyone knows, well, most people know that, spawners here, let's use as an example. So, spawners spawn mobs in this radius. They go out 4 blocks from the spawner on each side. So, it's a 9 by 9. They come up by 1. And I think they can spawn down by 2. But they do check for 4 blocks beneath the spawner before, they stop checking for mobs. So, if there's mobs from the spawner anywhere within the 4 blocks below the spawner, it won't spawn more mobs once it hits 6 mobs. It's a bit confusing, but that's how it works. And also, on the sides, it comes out an extra 5 blocks for checking, so this is the check range. So, that's what I'm working with, and that's why making a double spawner is so finicky, because I can't just carry them one way, I have to account for both spawners. So, there's about a 3 block range here where they can go, and I think I've got them perfect. In my design, anyway. And anyway, modification 1 was obviously lowering this down to that. Modification 2 is that I added the half slabs here, and the reason for that is with the ethos system. In fact, let me get another example up. Okay, so this is the original ethos system. With that, when you power this, it also hits this block, so the blazes fall slower, which I think affects the raids. I'm not sure, probably doesn't, but I like being safe, and I think it's a lot easier to get them down with that. So they can actually funnel a bit better. So yeah, with having half slabs, it doesn't do that. So it just pushes it independently, so they can go right down, and it's a lot faster to get them through. So I can clear this area faster. So I suppose I wouldn't actually need the 4 blocks down, but I like being safe about it. So let's go up there. Hold on. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's what I expected. Ah. Okay. I'll keep going with that now. And obviously it funnels down, so what it means by that is obviously it goes down into like a collection system, and it's going to be 2 by 2 at the bottom. And then I'll show you the way I'm going to get them into the same chamber. So I've done it on all 4 sides. Now, it goes all the way down. So if I jump on here, you can see, oh, I missed it, but you can see I get pushed down. Ah, hey. I forgot I pill it up, but you can see I get pushed down, and I get, you know, compacted into here. So they'll all end up on this block, and that's going to go into the little funneling system. I'm going to get rid of these as well. Now, you may also be wondering why I wanted to upgrade our blaze spawner, because, you know, a single spawner is fine for most purposes. 1, I'm overkill, and 2, I just... So, in this update, 12W49A, there's, well, Enchanted Books were introduced, and there's a quirk with them where you can put enchantments on any item through an anvil. Yeah, that's right, so, not just tools, but items too. So we can also make Feather Falling 4 equipment using that method, or we can combine our old Feather Falling 1 armor. Because that also works. So on our list for today is as close to perfect armor as I can be bothered to get, because I, you know, like right now I'm running on scrap armor that I've just been like throwing together whenever some bit like breaks. Perfect tools especially, not as much armor, but especially perfect tools. I also want a bunch of work pickaxes with efficiency 5, maybe Silk Touch Fortune at some points, it doesn't really matter, but mainly just efficiency 5 and breaking 3 pickaxes. Obviously we want to get as many like items with enchantments on them as possible. I can do some funny stuff with that, I've got some funny ideas. And obviously Feather Falling 4 gear. Because I can explain it, but basically if we have Feather Falling 4 on our boots and all protection 4, I think it maxes it out, but just to be safe, I could have it on maybe my chest plate or something. Since as far as I know, your chest plate never gets more enchantments than Protection 4 and Breaking Mending, so it's the cheapest one. Like, I know leggings are getting Swift Sneak in the new snapshot, which is nice. From what I've heard anyway. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to do this. I've got this done, so I'm going to do it on the other side, and I'm going to come back to you guys when I'm hooking them up. So, here you'll see that I have done the system to push. Now, it's a very simple system of just exactly the same as what's in here, where you have a repeater going into a block and pushing a piston that pushes the mob off of the pressure plate. But it's just repeated down here. Now, I can't line them up perfectly, which would be the ideal scenario, in my head at least. But it still will push them. It hurts me a bit because of how it pushes the player, but it shouldn't hurt the blazes. From all my testing anyway. And if it does, I can just not crush them to 1 HP because I'm going to throw a splash potion at them anyway, so it doesn't really matter, there's a bit of leeway there. Which actually could reduce the amount of blazes I lose when crushing them to a lower HP, which I probably will do, just to account for it. So, I'm going to do that on the other side, and then I'm going to show you the next part, which is actually getting them up there, back into... I've got a staircase here. Back into this room up here, where I'm going to have the kill chamber in the center here. Oh, there's a blaze. Now, I do have a bow that I've just made as well, which is really nice, so I thought I'd show it off, but apart from that, yeah, I've got to get that done and then come back to you guys. So as you can see here, we have the kill chamber. Now, basically, this is where the blazes are going to come. from down here. So there's gonna be tubes of lava, which will make them obviously levitate up after a bit. It's a slow process, but it shouldn't take long, like too long. Um, so basically, once they get in, they'll start floating up here, and then they'll obviously come up here. They're just out of the range of the spawners, so if I'm wrong about that, correct me. I'll have to redesign the system for a third time, but they're just out of range. So then we need to push these pistons, and then we have to hold these pistons down while these ones stay on until they get to, say, I don't know, 1 or 2 HP. Then these ones will retract, and we can either punch them or whatever else. So these 2 blocks need to be broken so I can access it from both sides. Although I do prefer AFKing on the other side. You can work on either. So I stand about here, I think. And they all pile up. And then when they're crushed, I can throw like a splash potion on them and then they'll all die. And eventually, since we're quite close to the 1.5 snaps, I can put hoppers in here soon to pick up the blaze rods, so that's going to be fun. Eventually we could have like a sorter maybe even. But that's in the future. So, you may be wondering how we're going to hook all this up. Now, I'm going to build all of it in segments. There's going to be 3 different segments to this farm. One's going to be the thing to turn the farms on and off, which I'm probably going to do first because the blazes are annoying. One's going to be for opening the crusher, and then one's going to be closing the crusher, which I suppose it goes in the same category. But I'll do it, like, I'll explain it in parts. I'll explain these ones, then this one. And then it should be good to go, and I can decorate it, and then, yeah, we're good to start enchanting stuff. So, yeah, hopefully that makes sense, and I think it will make a lot more sense when I explain it, but I'm kind of rushing, because, you know, why not? I need to get this episode down to a reasonable length, and now I'm ranting, which I suppose diminishes all that, but anyway, let's just get on with it. Okay, so I've done the first button. Now, it's a button system. There's going to be 3 buttons here. I put them in gold blocks because, you know, I'm rich. But this one is to turn the farms on and off. Now, you see the lava streams going down there. They hit those 4 corners there so they don't flow anywhere. That's to stop the blazes from spawning. Now, I believe it's a combination of light level and blocking out spawning spaces. I don't know. I'm not a professional, like, you know, making mob farms, especially blaze farms. Oh, there's a wither skeleton over there. I might kill it after. But, yeah, so this blocks them out. Now, whenever I hit this button, you'll see it slowly starts to fall. Now, I actually don't want that because I want to keep them, you know, active. So the way it works, I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to let them flow down and make sure they are all, you know, working. Okay, so they are good. Yeah, so you can see they're already starting to spawn. Do I have any blocks? I don't have any blocks. Okay, so you can see from that little button system, it's just a redstone line that runs up here. What that does is it comes up here and basically just shuts all these off. So it toggles these dispensers, and because it's a button press, it only toggles it once. So I can toggle it, and then when I press it again, it'll toggle again, and it's the simplest system. I think the original one from Etho's video had like a lever that you'd flick, and then it would turn these all on. Like it would pull pistons, then lava would drop down. I think this is a much simpler system, but also I see why he did it because it looks cool. Having to just flick a lever and then it'll all fall down. And obviously over here it's the same, like I said, just the same system. So the next part I'm going to do is the crusher system. Now it's going to be a lot harder to explain. So maybe I'll do it in the form of a diagram or something. I don't know. I'll find the best way I can explain it because I'm not very good at explaining things, as you can probably tell. So I'll build that up and yeah, hopefully it works. Also, actually, let's check down there. They should be getting into the system and getting flushed into... Oh, yeah. Well, one of them's already dead. That's an issue with this system here. Sometimes they can get stuck on a pressure plate and they can die, which is not what we want, but it can happen. I was testing it before. They did actually manage to get down here, which was good. And I watched them go across the air. It was all fine. If 2 of them happen to go down at the same time, one of them might get crushed just because of how the system works. But it's a bit of loss, and that's why I'm not getting exactly double the rates, I assume. I tested it. I got about 40 in like 5 minutes with a single spawner that we have right now. And with this one, I got about 60, which I can only attribute to them getting crushed down there, and also just other factors like, you know, it takes a while for them to swim in here, and it's like maybe they're in the spawning space for longer. I don't know. I don't really care. It works better for my tests, and that's what matters. Even if it doesn't, this is a really fun project. So, yeah, I'll do that, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've hooked up the main crushing system. Now, these side ones don't work yet, but you can see there's a massive mess of stone. So I'm gonna give you a demonstration first, and then I'll take you through the redstone. So, if I press the button, you'll see, obviously, it'll start crushing. And it's timed so that when this releases, they should be at 1 HP if it's a full health blaze. So you'll see when this comes up, they will be at 1 HP. I can't show you, obviously, on hand, but the redstone behind it's very simple. Um, it's the same system as like the etho one, just in a different way. And I've messed around with the timing of it to make it a bit more consistent. But um, so this is the reset button. This goes into the other side of this RS knowledge. When you push the actual button to crush it, it flicks the RS knowledge into this, being powered. What that does is it sends a pulse through this, which will carry up here. Now there's another RS knowledge here. It activates it, which activates the crusher. This is a timer, and when this timer goes off, it'll flip the RS knowledge back, and then it'll be back to there, and then the crusher will open. But the thing about that is, because I've only pressed this once, then when I press it again, well, when I press like, yeah, well, when it's still like pressed, these things are gonna stay closed on the sides because they're not hooked up to the same RS knowledge. It's a bit confusing. Basically, that one unpowers, but these stay powered when you press the same button, and it's a really cool system, and I really admire it. But yeah, I've got to hook up these now, so I'll do that, and then the system should be fully working, and then we can give it a try and make sure it all works. Then we can decorate it, and then we can enchant and all that good stuff. So yeah. So I've dug up the floor and I've done this little redstone circuit down here. This should be the circuit for the entire crusher system done now. So hopefully, if you watch me as it works, it does work. Let's just see if it stays. If it stays, then it does work completely. It should stay. I don't see why it wouldn't, but you never know. Yes, that's perfect. So what you saw there, and then if I press this, it should, yeah. So what you saw there is the blazes will accumulate here. The lava's gonna be put there, and it'll go down there. Which I suppose I could do now actually, but I'm not going to yet until I really want to start the farm up. But the lava flows down there because it picks the shortest path to go down, and this one obviously isn't. So these push them across first. They get pushed into there. I did have a massive issue when I had the original design for this that I was working with, where they wouldn't get pushed by the second one. So I made it into 2 blocks, and that seems to always push them almost. So you get pushed along to there, out of the lava stream. They get pushed into here. So then there's 2 blocks where all the blazes will compact and they'll be still in there. And then these obviously come down, crush them to 1 HP. You know, happy days. I'll probably make it so that they crush them down to like 2 or 3 because then I can just instant harming them and they'll all die and, you know, sink. And then obviously from there it's pretty easy to just collect other items, but also the XP as well. The sweet XP. I don't have to worry about like it going into the lava because obviously the crushers are there, and then when I'm done I press this and it releases it, obviously you saw. So that's all that done. Now I want to give you a quick layout tour for what I'm thinking. So I want to have mass storage, or I want to have bulk storage over here for the blaze rods, just on this wall completely. I want to have a couple of patterns on the wall to make it interesting. I want to have a redstone door here, a 3x3 door that I came up with. I've seen it done before in a couple of tutorials, but I haven't followed any tutorials. I just built it on my own, and then I found out later. But it's a really uncommon door. It's a 3x3, but I've got sand in the middle, and it makes it a lot easier to build because I'm notoriously bad at making 3x3 doors that actually function. That's why I always avoid the middle block because I don't know that circuit, which I will. I'll learn it one day, but not today. So yeah, there's gonna be that on that side and that side, so I can actually go into the fortress if I want to get some, like, I don't know, wither skeletons or something. I do have another plan for a fortress farm at some point in the future. But that won't come probably in this fortress. It'll probably be a different one that I'm gonna have to find, so that's gonna be fun. But to find a suitable one, I suppose. But yeah, I'm also gonna have just patterns on the walls. I'm gonna make it interesting, basically. Hopefully, to the eye. So it's gonna be mainly sandstone. Actually, I do love sandstone. I have a unhealthy addiction with sandstone right now, so yeah, wish me luck. I'm gonna just decorate this. Maybe I'll time lapse actually. And then yeah, it should be good and we can continue. So I was just on my alt trying to get to the area to record obviously. And I forgot about this. This is a glitch with the snapshot we're in, Total B49A, with servers. And LAN servers, all types of servers, doesn't really matter. Um it's the different blocks. Okay. It's hard to explain, but I think the easiest way to put it is the random blocks generate in the nether and the end. It's only client-sided. This isn't actually here, don't worry. This isn't just destroy my nether hub, but it's all client-sided, but I just think it's incredible. I wonder if I can pop out here without, you know. Obviously my ult's in creative, so I can get the nice, like, high-angle shots of things, but I mean, you can see here, it's just like, look at this. I completely forgot this existed. Like, you can barely move around, obviously, because it's based on, like, alright, blocks actually are, but if I go through here, like, look at this. I wonder if I go in. Can I go 3 blocks? No. Okay, so it's sort of solid. But obviously, where there's actual blocks, I can't get through. Like, look at this. It's command blocks, there's end portal frames. It's just completely random. The spawners, all the mobs are freaking out. Um, so it looks like I can't time lapse the building of or the decoration of my farm. So I suppose I'll just, I don't know, find a workaround. I guess. But yeah, no, look at this. I just thought this was really cool, and I thought I'd show it off. Um, yeah. So here's the floor design, and here's the wall design, and now things have changed. So it's now in a fully realized state. I don't know what to do with the roof. I know it's just stone right now, but I will change this eventually. I just don't know what block. You can suggest any like wall design or sorry, ceiling designs or what block to change it to. But right now, stone is fine. It doesn't look that bad. Now I did build these really cool doors. I've seen designs for these online after I built them, but I put sand in the middle because I thought it was the coolest thing, and it makes it so much easier. I'm notoriously bad at building these 3x3 doors, so like if I, they never work, I can never get the bottom circuit done. But with this, it's as simple as pushing another block in and pulsing it twice, like, and it looks really clean as well. It looks really smooth. Plus, when I'm like sprinting, I can get through this. I'm pretty sure. Well, almost. Sometimes I can. Let's try it with this one. Exactly. Look at that. And obviously, if I'm walking, I can get through too. If I activate it before. But it's pretty fast. It's fast enough for me. I've got the storage, although I've got some random stuff in these chests still. Oh, actually, I have some blaze rods. Well, they can start going into the blaze rods chest, which is what the hell this is. This needs to be moved. I suppose I'll leave one of these here, maybe, I guess. Oh, maybe actually at the side of the, yeah, probably like here and here I can put a crafting bench and a ender chest. But it all works now, so I'm going to do some AFKing here. I'm gonna get some anvils first. Oh, where am I gonna put the anvils? Hmm. That's a nice looking wall. That's a nice looking wall. It doesn't match the patterns. I could do it there. I could just put a wall of anvils here. Maybe I'll do that. I also need to finish this bomb section, which I'm probably never gonna do because I can't be bothered. This is just more for me, like, troubleshooting things. But, yeah, no, so I can also go into the fortress this way, so I can have have a look around, see if I can find, like, if I need to go to, like, some farther away nether chunks, I can go here and load it, and, all that. It doesn't really matter, but it's just a nice little area to come to. So, suppose that's it. Now this place is done, I need to grab anvils, books. I'm probably gonna get books from the villagers, since I don't have a cow farm right now. I should probably make a cow farm. Ah, that's not a concern anymore. Oh, I need an enchanting setup here too. God, I didn't account for so many things. Yeah, this area is definitely gonna be coming. I'm gonna dig into here. Does that even cut into anything? Okay, there's a wall there. Is that perfect? That might be perfect. No, because there's redstone behind there. Oh, okay. Maybe I can't do that wall either because there's redstone behind there. It would have to be one of these walls, but I like the look of this. Unless I want to convert like part of this into an enchanting cell, maybe put like a pillar in the middle here and then have, actually it's probably the best idea. Put chests on that side and then have like an enchanting room and some anvils in the other one. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do all that stuff. I'm gonna bring all the stuff here and that should be good. And we'll be back. And there it is. So this is the enchanting set I've come up with. It's a really simple one. I borrowed the bookshelves from the old Blaze farm because I don't want to get some more. And I've already got some instant damage. You'll notice my levels have gone down as well because I enchanted a book and I got projectile protection 4, which will be quite useful someday. But I've got 18 anvils up here, so that should last me a while. I'll probably have like a chest with like a stack of them or something in. We have the enchanting table. It goes to level 30, obviously. To show you. Obviously it goes to level 30. And yeah, the farms are working well. You can see they're already piling up here. So I'm gonna AFK this for quite a while, and I'm gonna just see, oh, they've aggroed me. Oh, that's a issue. Not really. Suppose if I just crush him now. Yeah. Okay, so as you can see here, there's 328 blazes in there. And we're gonna try it now. It is quite laggy, obviously, because that, but hopefully this shouldn't kill too many of them. Oh, it's killing a lot of them. I think the more I get in here, the more it's gonna kill. Oh, look at the count go down. Oh, we just lost like a good 50 blazes. But still, 250 ain't bad, so... Oh, I can't see a thing. Okay. I've got all the XP around me. I have some books in here. I've been doing a bit of testing, but I've never had like a yield that big, so... We're gonna be standing here for a bit. That's good. That's great, actually. My main goals are like stuff like I've got Unbreaking already on a book. I want to get stuff like Protection, Knockback especially. I want to make an age-old Minecraft item. Still going. Looting 2. Oh, if only we got Looting 3. Oh, that's annoying. Is it gonna get me another full level? Nah. Alright. Cool. This is what I've got so far. I've got Feather Falling 4, that's good. Unbreaking 3 especially. Power 4 is quite good. Sharpness 2. No, Fire Aspect 2, sorry. So, yeah, this system isn't perfect, but it's quite good nonetheless. Ah. I've just blocking them up so they don't see me. But, yeah, no, back to AFKing for a long time. And I'm gonna get, like, maybe like a double chest or two of them Enchanted Books. So, yeah. So, I've grabbed a bunch of tools, and what I'm gonna do with these is combine them. I've also got a bunch of, like, enchanting bows and whatever other, I don't know, diamond tools I want to enchant, but I do have Smite 4 leading through on this sword, and I do have a Smite book somewhere in here. I think I have Smite 5. Well, I have Smite 5 there, but I think I also have Smite 4. Oh, no, I have Smite 3. No. Okay. I'm gonna have to get another book with Smite 4. And I think I can also put Unbreaking on it. But the thing about swords right now is like, well, I think it's always like this, but they're level 30, so I can't really add much to them out of the enchanting table anymore. So I'm gonna try my best to get some decent tools going. So I've got all these that I'm gonna combine, like, to make efficiency 5 tools for whenever I need them, but I also want to enchant a lot of bows. I want to try and get some pretty good throwaway bows, because bows especially right now are really useful, and like I cannot understate how hard it is to get a good bow. Because obviously, you know, they don't last. Okay, that's pretty decent though. But they don't last at all. So, I mean, right now I'm just AFKing them, but yeah, they don't last, and I need to get just a bunch of disposable ones, because right now, the bow I have is this one, which is really good, but it won't last me too long. I mean, I have 300 shots in it, because I can't put Unbreaking on them yet. Or at least I don't think I can. From what I know, that was introduced later. Yeah, Unbreaking 3 doesn't go on bows. Does it even go on armor yet? No, it doesn't. Okay. So, I'm going to combine all of these first off, and I'm going to enchant a bunch of bows. I'm going to get some more books, probably from librarians, and then I'm going to bring those over here too. And then I think, I don't know. Well, obviously I actually cover some unobtainable, so I'm going to put a bunch of these books on different items and make some funny combos with like names and stuff, but apart from that, this episode's basically over. So I've got to do that. I'll show you that, and then we can end the episode, because, you know, it's still got to do a bit. I shouldn't say it's over yet, but yeah, I've been doing a lot of AFKing, like hours of AFK. But I'm going back to that, and yeah, hopefully it shouldn't take too long. So we'll see what happens. So as you see here, I'm on 30 FPS, and that's because there's 528 blizzards in there. Now I know this is gonna kill a lot of them because this system is nowhere near perfect. I reckon it's gonna kill off at least 100, probably more. Because look at that, it crushes them. It doesn't push them all up, and I don't know why. I've tried switching it to glass blocks, I tried switching it to slabs, it's like, it doesn't work. But still, 400 blazes in this one spot, so... here we go. Okay, that's a lot of XP. I need to start doing this quick, because I don't want to run out. So, I've got a lot of funny item names and combos I'm gonna do. And I've got to be quick with this. So we have Flood of Pain, if anyone gets a reference, good on you. We have Glass Pane. Wait, it doesn't work. Oh, okay. What? I wanted to rename it. Oh well. We have... Okay, so I can't rename them. Can I get this? I can. Respiration. I'm gonna have to do these to get stacks of them, but... Here's another reference. A simple spell, but quite unbreakable. Here's another one that I got suggested to me. We've got the graveyard. And before I get that, we're gonna do this. Can I get one more? I think I can. That was a lot of XP. I didn't expect quite so much actually, although I'm not done yet, so... Okay, as you can see as well, I've got so much stuff now, so many blaze rods, I've done a lot of tools. I need to combine these bows, but that's going to cost... How many levels would that cost? 36? Yeah, 36 on each of those to get 2 really good bows. I've got all these work pickaxes, obviously. I've got these perfect boots. I'm gonna put... I have enough unbreaking books now. I was trying to get sharpness 5, and it took me so long because I got 4 sharpness 3 books. So enchanting's very weird in this version. I don't think it's really that random. But I got 4 sharpness 3 books, but the 4th one took me so long to get. I just barely got it. But yeah, so I have a lot of just spare books I'm gonna be able to use. Like, there's a lot of good stuff in here. And next episode we'll get even more, because it's another thing to do with books, which is gonna suck, but... so, yeah, I've got all these done now. So all I need to do is this, and then I can show you guys my collection. Also, just for a demonstration, these things do actually work. So, like, this glass with sharp 5 will do a lot of damage, like it does the sharpness 5 damage, so... I suppose I'll just put these away. And I'm gonna have to, yeah, duplicate these to the right amount. Which isn't a problem. Because I'm duping Unobtainables, it's fine. Not much other way to get them. Unless I wanted to spend several hundred hours doing it. So I'll get these, and then I'll combine these balls as well, and then yeah, I think we're good after that. Yeah, maybe I'll do some more books, but I don't know. I'm really getting bored of this. It's been like 2 days of me just straight AFKing, so... yeah, no. I'll AFK here again until I get about 500, and I'll see you guys in a bit. So, finally, after 2 days of work, I think, maybe more, I'm done. Now, I did die twice, and, it wasn't too bad. I did lose like 3 stacks of books here, because I died and was trying to make bookshelves. Although, I did only have to use 1, and I duped these to a stack because it's just easier. Because I can't actually enchant more than 1 and rename it, so... Anyway, here's what we have. We have Glass Pane. This should be different. A simple spell. SpongeBob SquarePants. The Graveyard. Machines. A Predicament. And Flood of Pain. If you get Flood of Pain, let me know. We also have the Spanking Stick from episode 13. And Knowledge, because it's infinite, because I'm very smart. And handsome. We also have all these bugs here. And all these tools. And all these bugs. All these potions I haven't used. And we also have these 2 max bows here. Along with the work pickaxes and the boots, obviously, that I showed before. Now these do work. This will do sharpness 5 damage. If I place it down, I feel it's going to lose his enchantment, so I'm not going to, but... we also have the Spanking Stick. I'm going to keep a personal copy of that. Probably in my inner chest, actually. First thing to stay in there. Now I have been trying to get my hands on a second beacon, which it's gonna take me a bit, but I will do it. I've got 2 skulls, and I also obviously have that sword. So whenever I see a wither skeleton or two, I'll just go up and hack and slash away at them. Is there? I'm glad I checked. I can show you this actually. If he comes back, I can try and show you that this does indeed work for damage. That's 4, yeah, 4 shots. So, does around probably, if I had to guess, 6 or 7 damage. Which is alright. Oh, could you imagine he gave us a skull? Oh, I wonder if there's any around here. Or is this is just a long hallway, isn't it? I can't tell. Yeah, just a long hallway. Anyway, with that being said, that's the end of this episode. I'm getting some frame drops. I'm getting some frame drops. I don't know. But with that being said, this is the end of this episode. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.